Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1970 and 1971 to listen to Fat Old Son and See Emily Play by the amazing Pink Floyd. Really excited to check out some more early Pink Floyd. Really loving what I'm hearing so far. Different, but still love their sound in the early part of their career. So let's check these two out. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button as well as the notification bell to join the Retro Reactions crew, where it's all amazing music all the time. All right, here we go. Fat Old Son, 1970.
When that fat old sun in the sky is falling, summer evening birds are calling, summer Sunday and the year, the sound of music in my ears. Distant bells, moon grass smells so sweet. By the river, holding hands, roll me up and lay me down. And if you see, don't make a sound. Pick your feet up off the ground. And if you hear, as the warm night falls, a silver sound from a town so strange, sing to me, sing to me. When that fat old sun in the sky is falling, summer evening birds are calling, children's laughter in my ears, as sunlight disappears. And if you see, don't.
The sliding of that guitar, gorgeous on the right side there. Wow. Definitely floating in the clouds on this one. Usually I'm floating in space, but soft song, floating on the clouds, cotton soft, maybe the softest I've ever heard. Probably compares to some of their other earlier songs that I have heard and haven't heard, but wow, unbelievably soft, gentle. Love it. I love David's really high, soft vocals here. Very vulnerable. Totally matches this kind of song. Almost didn't recognize it at first. I'm like, is that David singing? But it obviously is. He wrote and sung this song. And again, just very different from what I'm used to in his later work, but love it. I love the soft vibe of the whole song in general. It's a perfect blend of, acoustic guitar, drums, bass, pedal steel guitar on the right, soft organ on the left. Just a gentle, perfect concoction going on here. I love it. I love how a song like this, calms you down, kind of makes you slow down just because of the vibe, because of the special tone, the special tempo, everything going on. I love that. It's such a relaxed atmosphere and feeling going on here. Just takes you somewhere instantly. And, their music can definitely be a natural drug. I'm sure many of you agree and know what I'm talking about. You just, it's so intense. You just close your eyes or just sit there and feel it. And it just has this effect on your body. on your mind, your soul, your brain, and that's the power of Pink Floyd. So let's go back a little and continue. Wow. Brilliant that they started with the bells, ended with the bells. Perfect bookends to a great song. And I know those bells were used on 2 other songs. So after my pause, we got a really nice bridge there, a tad shades of darkness here and there in a couple of the chords. Then, of course, we move on to the familiar Gilmour electric guitar solo. I really enjoyed the tone there. It was scratchy, but it had a nice down-home feel to that whole section, and I love how extended they did it. Just a different vibe from the first part of the song, just elevated, you know. I love, again, that it went on for a long time, and by the end we were getting, I'll call it a guitar choir. That whole end section had multiple guitars, at least 2, you know, singing their own tunes together and kind of just, you know, again, being their own little choir there. Really enjoyed that. Giving flavor, giving emotion, giving tone through that amazing playing by David. And then a slow, soft, simple fade out. Perfect way to end a soft, simple, but beautiful song. Okay, so again, written and sung by David Gilmour. This one's a hymn of praise to the countryside. Totally got that feel with it in multiple ways. Again, the bells, I guess they were the same ones used in High Hopes and Surfacing. Interesting. I don't know if they were exactly the same. I assume they were. So I'll have to go back to those 2 songs and listen. Really interesting that David and Richard Wright are the only 2 that recorded this song, apparently. Don't think I've seen that before. And I wasn't aware that David also played mellotron, drums, and percussion. He apparently did those duties in this one. So really surprising there. So to me, the lyrics are describing that magical time window at dusk in the countryside. It's not quite day, not quite night. The narrator is relaxing and taking it in with all 5 of his senses. He seems to be there, safe with the one he loves. All he needs is song to complete the evening. Yeah, so really enjoyed this one. Definitely the atmosphere and the soft vibe are what I enjoyed the most. Lots of pleasing sound here. I'm going to rate this one 5 golden records. Yes, for Fat Old Son by Pink Floyd, 1970. Thank you so much, David and Richard, for this great song. And just one more to go and I'll have completed this album, so excited for that. Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast. It's a long one. Have no idea what to expect, but I'll be getting into it soon, I'm sure. But anyway, now on to See Emily Play from the 1971 Relics album. I know it's from 1967, and I think it's the very first Syd Barrett song that I'll be hearing, so I'm extremely excited. I know he was a musical genius, an artist, and we all know the story there, so really excited to hear him sing and hear one of his compositions as well as his guitar playing. So let's check it out.
Emily tries but misunderstands. She's often inclined to borrow somebody's dreams till tomorrow. There is no other day. Let's try it another way. You'll lose your mind and play free games for me. See Emily soon after dark, Emily cries, gazing through trees in sorrow, hardly a sound till tomorrow. There is no other day. Let's try it another way. You'll lose your mind and play free games for me. See Emily play. Put on a gown that touches the ground. Float on a river forever and ever. Emily, Emily, there is no other day. Let's try it another way. You'll lose your mind and play free games for me. See Emily play.
Wow. Very short, but very, very different, very impactful, very out of left field from everything I know from Pink Floyd. Yeah, this one was definitely a punch to the senses. Extremely different. Probably the most different Floyd I've heard. Very 60s, very spacey, very Beatles sounding, of course, and very psychedelic. Love the solo going on here. I think it was multiple instruments, probably keys and guitar there. Really nice. Normally in these type of songs, Pink Floyd, I'm either floating in the clouds or floating in space. But in this one, I was flying chaotically through space, and that's not a bad thing. Just a different feel there. The chorus, so catchy. I really love that. Probably one of my favorite parts. Again, very 60s. There were so many interesting sounds from the guitars and keys coming here. I heard these it's hard to explain. I know I heard a cascading sound at one point. Very unusual. Just really appreciate what Syd and Richard were presenting here. Yeah, Sid was really shining here. His voice really nice, fits the 60s perfectly, fits Pink Floyd perfectly. That's the most important thing. You know, a little bit different than David and Roger later on, but just fits perfectly. And I know he was a musical genius. That's what many say. I can believe that. And I'm really interested to hear more songs like this that were very creative, very artistic, very out of the box, and very psychedelic. I just wonder, had he stayed in the band, what he would sound like singing some of those classic songs from Dark Side, Animals, etc. We'll never know, but that would be really, really interesting to hear in some kind of alternate reality. Anyway, love this one. I'm going to check out the lyrics now. Okay, a quick few facts first. Apparently, it's rumored that this is about a girl named Emily who Barrett claimed to have seen while sleeping in the woods after taking a psychedelic drug. Interesting that Sid was not happy with the final studio cut here. I'm not sure why, but I really enjoyed it, and I think many of you do too as well. And I know that this is a song where a small section was used at the end of Shine On, parts 6 through 9. And again, a nod and a tribute to Sid. I mean, the whole album Wish You Were Here, I think, is a tribute to him, or at least some of it, and I can see why. Really great stuff here. So to me, this one is about a young girl lost and isolated in this world, afraid of her past, present, and future. Her only answer is to find some sort of escape. What that is remains unclear. Yeah, so really enjoyed this one. Really can't find much fault with it. The only two things I would say are maybe a little too short. I could have listened to that for much longer, but again, they packed us with a punch in those 2.5 minutes, or almost 3 minutes. And the mixing sounded much different than their later work, but I can chalk that up to it being in the 60s, maybe lack of technology, I don't know, or maybe they were going for that type of sound. But other than that, a brilliant song. Syd Barrett, brilliant. I'm going to give this one 4 golden records. Yes, an A- for See Emily Play 1971/1967 by the amazing Pink Floyd. Thank you so much, Syd Barrett, Richard Wright, Roger Waters, and Nick Mason. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching my Double Floyd Friday. Really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about these songs or anything Pink Floyd. Would love to hear your opinions on the two. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.